Hi everyone, Elly Wicks here, and I'm joined by one of the most knowledgeable people in the greyhound industry, Jason Adams. It is a pleasure to have you with us as we preview the 2018 Casey Steele Cranbourne Cup. This one wraps up the Gippsland Carnival. It's been a highly successful carnival, and it's fantastic to have you with us, Jason, as we preview this one for Saturday night. James is on a well-deserved break, but we're loving having you here.
Oh, thanks for the introduction, Elly. It's quite humble to be filling the shoes of James, but a great Cranbourne Cup field to round out the Gippsland Carnival, and hopefully we can find the winner.
Okay, well, let's see what you've got for us as we take a look at the all-important tab odds and box draw. In box 1, Reckoning, $5. In 2, Monster Fish, $6.50. In 3, Mars Rising has been scratched. In 4, Morris Minor, $16. In 5, He Shall Johnny, $31. In 6, Mossimo Bale, $9.50. In 7, Uphill Jill, $2.80. And in box 8, Poke the Bear, $2.70. The first reserve, Jezelenko, $9, will come into the field for Mars Rising, and the other reserve is Iman Bale, $14. Jason, 5 heats were run last Saturday night. How did we make the field?
So with the 5 heats, all winners of each heat went through to the final, as well as the 3 fastest seconds. And of course, the first heat, that was won by Uphill Jill. With that win, it took her prize money past $500,000 in prize money. And coming into the series, I think she was without doubt the biggest name and with the most accomplished resume. And right now, I think she's racing the best she ever has. She didn't really ping it out of the boxes in her heat, but really got the opportunity to muster pace. That's her style, and we saw it in spades in her heat. And we can't forget the run of He Shall Johnny. He was drawn well. He took full advantage of his box draw. Big effort to run second. The Uphill Jill just didn't have enough in the tank to get by her.
Beautiful. Let's move on to heat number 2.
Well, in heat 2, we saw some of the big guns of the Gippsland Carnival in Poke the Bear and Monster Fish. And it was almost a carbon copy of what happened in the Traralgon Cup. We saw Monster Fish show really good early speed, build a big break mid-race, and Poke the Bear. I'm sure when he settled on the back of Monster Fish, Kate Gorman would have been behind the boxes thinking, oh no, not again. Same thing happened in the Traralgon Cup, and Poke the Bear too strong and too good for Monster Fish.
How was it so similar to the Traralgon Cup?
Yeah, well, Monster Fish, in the Traralgon Cup, obviously he speared out of the boxes, and as soon as Poke the Bear settled on the back of him, the race was as good as done. Pretty comparable situation in the Cranbourne Cup heat on Saturday night. Monster Fish speared out of the boxes, and Poke the Bear, he's so strong, and as soon as he settled close, he was going to be very hard to hold out running to the line. Okay,
now let's move on to heat number 3, because the only dog that went through in this heat was Morris Minor.
Yeah, and he's the only interstate greyhound in this field, and he comes from Queensland, and typically the Queenslanders are a patriotic bunch, and they'll be up and about to see Morris Minor in the Cranbourne Cup final. He's a big price in the final too, around $16. I think that's overs. The way he won his heat on Saturday night, he showed great strength, and if he's got a slice of luck on Saturday night, he's going to be coming home strong.
All right, who were the rising stars in heat number 4?
Well, in heat number 4, Reckoning, he showed a really good speed to lead, held on late, but for mine, the run of the race came from Mars Rising. It was drawn poorly, he had to work really hard, finish off the race really well, but unfortunately, we won't see him take his spot in the final.
Okay, but Jezelenko will be, and he was in heat 5.
Yeah, he ran second in heat 5 to Mossimo Bale, Mossimo Bale, they call him Batman at home. He's got such a distinctive black face. The thing I loved about his win was he embraced the pressure he was under around the first turn. Jezelenko looked across him, he challenged him again down the back, but he really held firm, held his ground. I thought that was really impressive from Mossimo Bale.
Okay, well, this is where the hard work comes for you, Jason. We need to hear your selections. James is usually all over this, but it's your chance to shine now.
My time to shine. We'll see how we go. Fingers crossed. I've gone with 7, 8, 4 and 2. 7 on top, Uphill Jill. Now, she's a proven big-time performer. This is her 13th group final. She's missed a placing just twice in the 12 finals previous. I think even though she had a big 2017, she's really gone up to a new level. She's running the exceptional early splits that we expect from her, but she's also putting together a really strong overall time. Second, number 8, Poke the Bear. We know how good he is. I just think his draw doesn't suit him one little bit. Drawn out wide, I think he's going to need a bit of luck to get himself into the race. Third, number 4, Morris Minor from Queensland. Big motor. He was the fastest heat winner in 30.09, but with the early speed from boxes 1 and 2, I think Morris Minor can get a bit of a soft run early. If he can hug the fence, we know how strong he was. We know how well he's finished off his heat. He's going to be right in the mix. And fourth, number 2, Monster Fish. Of course, he's got the early speed required. He was the fastest to the first marker in the heats. I just feel he needs to shave a few lengths off his overall time to be able to defeat a field like this full of really quality stars.
Beautiful. Well, you've done well there. Now it's time for our favourite part. If the punters only had $20 to bet with, what would you suggest they do for the Cranbourne Cup?
Well, I think we look towards a trifecta, a roving banker trifecta. So this is only for tab.com.au punters. I think we're going to rove the 4 Morris Minor with greyhounds 1, 2, 7 and 8. $20 will get us about 55%. So that means Morris Minor must fill a placing, with the remaining of those runners filling the other 2 placings.
Beautiful. Well, you know James could be out of a job if this comes through, Jason.
We'll see how we go. Fingers crossed. Bit of luck.
We shouldn't say that though, should we? No. We love James here. Well, it's going to be a fantastic night of Group 2 greyhound racing out at Cranbourne this Saturday night. You'll be there as well?
I'll be there. It's going to be a great night. Lots of entertainment, a lot of family fun too. So very much looking forward to it.
Fantastic. And for all the best form guides, you can head online to grv.org.au.